Hey, what do you say, folks? How do you like that? Kind of like Batman, little sideways action. Joe Pal Cadillac, Joe D, December 9th. Joe D, raw, baby. Often imitated, never duplicated. Here I am. How are you today, my dears? Just touching base. Just got back in from the Dealernews Expo in Chicago, Illinois over the weekend. Well done show as usual. 50 years for having started doing the Dealernews Expo. I think they probably got a handle on how to do a show. I thought it was well done, as all of them have been. Tracy Harris and her staff were very helpful as usual. New venue, new time of year. Hey, I'm not going to kid you. No attendance record set. A couple of reasons for that. Didn't have tremendous support from the industry. So shame on those people that didn't show up. The big distributors didn't support it. A lot of people were conspicuous by their absence. Companies from Chicago that weren't there, right there in the backyard. Hey, some of them are pals of mine, so I'm not gonna mention their names. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna support the industry and the events as much as I possibly can. One thing for damn sure I'm not going to do is go on the social media, throw the things under the bus, say, oh, Chicago's expensive, it's gloomy, it's shitty weather, blah, 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 all this negative venom being spewed by a bunch of people that didn't even go to the show. So if you don't know what you're talking about, I'd appreciate it if you keep your mouth shut, folks, okay? Because you know what happens? If you're a good guy and you're well received and you're sitting there spewing all this negativity and there's somebody 200 miles away and they read enough bullshit on Facebook, okay, before you know it, they talk themselves out of coming. And then guys like myself and 5 of my clients that went there paid all the money to go, flew in from Santa Cruz, California, Cleveland, Ohio, Brookfield, Connecticut, we came from all over the place. New Jersey, Long Island, Louisville, Kentucky. We spent a lot of money, so you folks that are throwing the whole deal under the bus, you're throwing us under the bus too. And especially if you weren't there, we'd appreciate it if you shut the hell up, okay? To be honest with you. What do you think of that? There's Joe D. You ask me a question, I give you an answer. Now, today on the news, I got the Fox News on the background here. This poor guy Gruber, liberal. I don't like liberals. I'm not a liberal. He's one of the architects of the Obamacare, consultant from MIT. I probably shouldn't like the guy because I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a guy that tries to use common sense, so I don't like to attach myself to any political party. But Obamacare has really adversely affected my life. I get no health insurance, which is insane, but who the hell can afford $1,000 a month, just for a single policy? So anyway, this guy, they've got him in there now. I guess it's the hearings, and typical, and I won't say liberal or conservative, but typical politician. The guy screwed up. He called everybody stupid. He brought attention to the fact that they lied, cheated, and stole, and tried to slip one in on us, and did, in fact, slip one onto the, perpetuated a big lie and a big fraud on the American people. Well, now that he's been discovered, they're all they're jumping ship like rats off the ship onto the cheese. So, there's this poor bastard standing there all alone, taking the brunt of it, and he's probably going to lose jobs. And of course, he probably made millions doing this thing, so he can retire anyway. But it's just crazy, the stuff you see. Then, of course, now Feinstein and the guy from Arizona, what the hell's his name? The Republican. He ran for president. Whatever the hell his name is, McLean or something like that. They're ratting out the CIA, telling everybody about the waterboarding and all the torture and all this stuff, which of course now will give all the other bad guys in the world, when they capture our people, the excuse they need to torture those guys. So, you know, hey, some things you just keep to yourself. You know, you don't go shooting your mouth. It's crazy. So, anyway, that's the thoughts for the day. Dealernews Expo, I thought it was a good event. I came home with things that are going to make me and my clients money. So it can be done if you want to get up out of the chair and go run around and take care of business. The stuff in the news, hey, read about it yourself. I find it somewhat sad and comical all at the same time. So that's it, folks. Joe D. Raw, December 9th. Have a great evening. I'm always glad to see you. Take her easy, folks.